Kendrick really been going in and Drake. It seems like they the main ones. But Drake, do you think it's some motherfucking publicity stunt? That's what I want to know and shit. Because that's what I was thinking. I was just thinking that while I was thinking about this shit.
Like they're working together, like to get their album
Yeah, bro.
sales
Because
up.
I was like, man, I was looking at the numbers, like that Kendrick shit. When I heard it, it was like said only like it was only some hours. You know what I'm saying? Since it dropped and it had like
Yeah,
millions and millions of views and shit. I'm like,
yeah.
Drake shit too. I'm like, man, are they doing this shit just to make money and shit? Like
I
hype and
think
shit.
so.
Like yeah, because Drake even then when I went back and listened to that the Drake disc, the newer one, the video, and he even
Yeah,
said that he was like, which one of my friends is next or some shit. He kept saying that shit
yeah.
like basically because I got a homie named the Mad Butcher we rock with from KDT. He's got the Back Cave Studios and. He told me he got a diss track on everybody he knows that raps and shit. All his homies, everything. Just ready to tell just the page. Oh, you
I
know what I'm
I used to do
saying?
that shit back in the day, yo. Like, cause I rapped with these dudes that did turn on me, and I already had a joint ready to go, and I did the same shit, yo. I did that shit.
Hell yeah.
But
So,
yo, when it comes down to it, though, like, what you call? I think that that last song Drake did, though, man. I don't know, man. Like, I thought the song that Kendrick did on Instagram was fucking garbage. That song, the second song he released on Instagram,
yeah.
that shit was garbage. The beat was off, and I don't know if you noticed when he rapping, he sound like lackadaisical, like he like like you know what I'm saying? Like he don't sound like Kendrick like when he was doing that one John like yeah man
But
down, you know what I'm saying? When he did that John, he was fucking man down everybody, and he was into that shit. But when he like going against Drake, it's like you this man, you know what I mean? Like I don't really hear it like the energy that I'm expecting. But Drake, on the other hand, like I said, that song last night had three different like songs in one. So I
yeah,
like that shit, yo. And it was a bop, yo. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like
I
I'm
think
trying to keep
Drake
it
winning.
PG. I tried to keep it PG. I tried to keep it PG. What up, though, Christopher Jordan? You
What
keep
up,
bringing up
Christopher
Chris
Jordan?
Brown,
Yeah,
Chris
that Chris
Breezy.
Brown, he did good too, yo. Nobody
Yeah,
talking about Rick Ross anymore. You know what I mean?
isn't that something? That's one thing because you know we rock with a lot of people from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Lynch Mob. We rock with them heavy, and I see they've been showing Kendrick a lot of love. And I was wondering, like, but then I heard that Kendrick rocks with Rick Ross. Is that true and shit? Are they homies and shit?
Yeah. They're
I
homies and
can't fuck
shit.
with that. I can't fuck with that. Like I was rocking with Kendrick because he was from Compton and shit, and we had
Yeah, me
homies out
too.
there and shit and all that. But I mean,
Kendrick
fucking,
used
I
to be
don't
my
fuck
favorite
with Rick.
rapper. You know what I mean? He was
Mhm.
my favorite rapper though. You know what I mean? So I liked him over Drake. I didn't like Drake at all. But I'm saying in the battle though, like for an R&B dude to hold his own like that, like you know what I mean? It's like I got to give it to him, man. He's an R&B
What if
dude.
it's a ghost though and shit? What if it's not Drake writing it? What if it's not Drake's pen? What if it's a ghost? What do you think it then? Would you think the same about the track?
No, 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 I
But I
wouldn't.
heard Drake does write a lot of his shit, but I also heard he does have ghostwriters too and
I heard he
shit.
has a team. I heard he has a team. Like he'll start rapping, and kind of like what Benzino did actually, and he'll have a team that like helps him write shit. And
Oh
so I don't know if
shit.
that's true or I don't know.
Well, the ghostwriter came out now that wrote that Benzino, the rap Elvis. He came out and he said he ain't talked to Benzino in months. He was like, I just wanted to be a part of hip hop history to know that I wrote the hardest diss track
Go break it.
on Eminem. He said that when Benzino said that shit about Proof in the other diss track, he was like, I didn't know nothing about that. He was like, Proof was my man's, this and that. He was like, Proof gave me a chance. He's a battle rapper. You might have heard of him. I forgot his name. I've heard his name like floating
Oh shit!
around, but
They
he's a
say
battle rapper.
they say Kendrick lives in New York now. They were saying. Did you hear that? He don't live in Compton no more.
Yeah,
He's
I
in New
heard
York.
that too. Yeah, I did hear that. But I mean, motherfuckers get money. They got houses all over the world and shit. Oh shit, Kendrick at Diddy parties. I hope
Yeah,
not,
that's what I
dog.
said. Did you say?
I,
Didn't you hear what he said? He was beating his wife, yo, and that's why he made that Mr. Morale album. That makes sense now if you think about it. He didn't
I,
go hard. It was like a love kind of album talking about his girl. Why would he make an album like that? She's probably gonna leave because he beat the esh out of her allegedly, and
right.
Kendrick got that, and that's why he made that album. That's why they all said that last album was soft. I agree. I was disappointed in Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
I mean, but if you look at all these motherfuckers, they was all homies at one time that was dissing each other. What I don't
Yeah,
get is why
Poetic
I still,
Justice.
uh, go
Poetic
ahead.
Justice. No, the song
Yeah,
Poetic Justice they did together, I'm saying.
yeah. Nah, man,
I didn't mean to
but
interrupt you. I was just trying to shout
no,
out
I was
Poetic
thinking
Justice.
about J. Cole apologizing though. What's up with the J. Cole apology though? And shit, like, what's up with that? Like, what, if they was all in on it and shit, you would think J. Cole, maybe J. Cole didn't want to be a part of it, and he was in on it at first. Maybe he thought, okay, this sounds like a good move. I'm gonna get into this rap beat that's going on. Everybody dropping diss track. But then he thought twice and shit. Like, man, damn, I don't want to get involved in this shit.
Did I tell you the Snapple reference?
What's that? I don't know. You might have, but run it by me again.
All right, so I think J. Cole is Snapple. All right, I'm gonna break this down. I think Drake is Coca-Cola because he's so big, and I think Kendrick Lamar is Pepsi. All right, and I'll break it
Okay.
down. Pepsi and Coke are 1 and 2 when it comes to soft drink companies. They're number 1 and 2. Snapple is number 3. It likes being number 3. You understand? Snapple's not competing with Coca-Cola and Pepsi. It likes being that number 3 spot. J. Cole is fucking Snapple. He likes being number 3. He don't want to be number 1 or number 2 because there's a lot of work that goes with that. He got to go back and forth with these clowns. And if he ain't going back and forth and he can't win, he just don't want to do it. So get me out of this shit. I'm gonna be Snapple. You feel me?
All right. Yeah, I know. I get what you say, though. That's what I mean. I wanted to know your take on it and shit, because I'm not like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. They're like, I know they're dope ass MCs. You know what I'm saying? Both of them got dope ass bars. I like a lot of their music and shit. But they're a generation after like what I came up on and shit. Was
Yeah.
then Kendrick then came out and Drake and everything like that. Even Drake, but it's like Drake. The thing about Drake, I guess, because it works, don't change it. He never really evolved as an artist. He's still spitting, singing, sounding the same way and shit.
I can't agree with that, honest. I think he
I
has
think
evolved.
I
If you
don't
went,
know, though.
I'll tell you how. He was a singing dude. He was corny. Everybody thought he was corny. I thought he was corny. But when he battled Meek Mill, somebody from Philadelphia who I had winning that battle, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Philly dude. I got Meek Mills. And then all of a sudden, Drake destroys Meek Mills. That elevated him. And then I thought he went back down with the Pusha T shit. But then when he came back out with this shit, I thought he elevated his career again. So I don't think Drake. I look at Drake like he is evolving. I don't look at him stagnant. Some people say he is, but I say
That's
because of
what
the
I feel. Like
disses,
the style of his music and shit. Like I'm waiting to hear something different, and it's still Drake. He sounds the same to me. Everything sounds the same. Every Drake track, you know what I'm
even
saying?
that
Sound
last even that last track when he was spitting bars and Family Matters, the second verse, when
well.
that
The
shit
diss
came
track,
on,
mhm,
yeah, that
that was
shit,
different. No, I'll give it to him. That was different, but that was supposed to be. It was a diss track. He was supposed to come like. I mean, but that's what I mean. Are they dummying down these diss tracks and shit? Because it seems like they ain't coming as hard as like Tupac hit him up, or even like Ice Cube, No Vaseline, where they was trying to hurt motherfuckers' feelings for real, for real. Now they're talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
families and shit, your kids and shit. Like, when did they start bringing kids up and shit? You
Drake
know what
did.
I'm saying?
Kendrick did first. He started bringing up Drake's kid and shit, and
Yeah,
then you
they
know what I
both
mean.
were saying that shit though. Maybe it was because I listened to the Drake, or I listened to the Drake this first.
Yeah,
And I
no,
listened to
Kendrick.
that.
Yeah, Kendrick brought it up first. He was talking about his kid, and he's like I said, he said shit about his skin color and shit when his wife is the same color as him, which I don't get. That's all I'm gonna say on that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
It don't make sense to me. There you go.
No,
It's
I
like me
don't
making
get
fun of
that.
Irish people
I
and my
don't get
girl's
how Rick
Irish.
Ross is calling him white boy and shit. Like, like, and that shit. Rick Ross can't talk shit to nobody any fucking way because he's got a fabricated life off of a dope dealer that really is a real, that's still alive and shit. That did fucking over 20 years in prison and shit, and he trying to take his life, and he's a corrections officer, the total opposite of everything what Rick Ross stood for, and that's what. So he can't. He got no room to talk to me and shit.
No,
Like, I
Drake
mean,
did that.
Drake.
He said something about him being a correction officer in the one track. Did you hear that?
Yeah, yeah, and that's funny because Drake did music with like a lot of music with Rick Ross, fucking break back music and shit, fucking gay back music, whatever you want to call
Oh
it, and
yeah,
shit.
Maybach music.
Break back,
Hmm.
break back mountain and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they on that shit. I seen the pictures of Diddy and Rick Ross. So I mean, I know Ross at all this shit.
Oh
And
yeah, I
along with
seen him all the time over
that,
there.
now I ain't heard nothing about Drake. You know what I'm saying? And you would think people would come at Drake about that if there's diss tracks. So that's what kind of makes me think you might be right. Like Christopher Jordan said, Kendrick was at Diddy, like at Diddy parties and shit. Because
I believe it.
if it was Drake was at the Diddy parties, wouldn't you think Kendrick would have brought that up and shit in the diss track?
Hell yeah.
Somebody would have brought it up. Nobody brought it up. To fucking, they was at the Diddy parties and shit. Like fucking,
Well,
cause you would think Drake would be the one, but you never heard them accusations about Drake. And I did see the video, dog, of Wayne slapping him. It was when Drake was green. He had just came in the game. Jay Prince had just brought him over. You know what I'm saying, from Houston. Like he came to Houston first with Rap a Lot. Jay Prince found him and shit and brought him out to Cash Money, Young Money, whatever it was at the time. Lil Wayne was in the studio with him, and you know when Drake first came out and he was spitting, he was sounding a little bit like Wayne and shit, but you could tell he was influenced by Wayne,
oh
and that's
yeah.
what Wayne became. So, but Wayne did slap him. I seen the video, and I don't know about. I heard Diddy did, and shout out to brother King X. He was telling me that I didn't. I never heard
I
that
heard
Diddy
about no, I
slapped
heard
him.
yeah, there was a big rumor. I heard that wasn't true because like after that happened, they made a video together. So I was like, oh
Yeah, I
no, we're
never
cool.
seen that.
So
But I did see the video, and it's been some years since I seen it, dog. But I did see the video. I remember when it happened, and then they were showing me the video. Like I just happened to be somewhere where they were talking about it, and they pulled it up, and I was like, "Damn, Drake," because I really didn't give a fuck. But
I thought
he was
Drake was a
anything.
bitch, like I said, but when I mean, if you get an R&B guy who could rap and battle somebody and win, like against Meek Mills, that's gonna
That's what I'm
elevate, dude.
saying. Yeah. But why didn't he ever respond to Pusha T? I'm wondering though, because Pusha T, that's somebody he got bars, dog. Pusha T, push your shit in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar's almost trying to bait him in by because he name dropped him in
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. What about Pusha
Story.
P? What about Pusha
Yeah,
T? Yeah.
yeah. So I think he's trying to lure Pusha T in, like trying to get somebody
Oh
with some
fuck.
bars to have his back and shit.
Oh, hold on, I got y'all. I got y'all.
Yeah.
TV shut off
Man,
on my
y'all
kids.
smash like on the way in. Christopher Jordan, blow that
I
chat up.
got y'all. I got y'all. I got y'all.
Shout out to Christopher Jordan.
My TV be
Yeah,
shutting
no
off.
Diddy, no wrestling for the Frosted Flakes, dog, and shit. None of that shit.
Nah, but I just think, like I said, like I think Drake. I think Kendrick Lamar's wife looked like Drake. Like they could be brother and sister. Like you seen that picture?
Yeah.
They look
No,
identical.
I
Yo, that shit
think,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. No, they
What's
look
up,
like they
Whitney?
can make it.
What's good, Whitney?
I just
What
didn't
you?
get how they was going in on each other's kids like that. Like that
Yeah,
shit, I didn't get. Keep the kids out of that shit.
yeah.
I
That's what I
believe
said.
that. Christopher Jordan. He said Keith Murray said Suge Knight slapped the shit out of Diddy.
Oh, didn't you see that shit? I was saying that I showed Christopher Jordan yesterday that Andre Harrell and what you call it, Russell Simmons were lovers. Did you see that? I sent that to you too. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, that's crazy, dog. But
That
we
makes
all
sense
know.
though. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
Yeah, Russell Simmons dipped to Indonesia and shit and turned into I don't know what he is now. Like I said, I don't get into that religion shit, so I don't know what the fuck he is. I don't want to offend anybody, so I call it I don't know what the fuck Russell Simmons believes in this shit.
Most
I
people
know
get
he believes.
offended. I told you, most people get offended with that though. They got thin skin, man. They question others, but they don't like to be questioned. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. That's why we always say that you gotta have thick skin, dog. Can't get offended easily. Especially today, dog. That's why I see people falling out over like politics and religion and shit. I know people like personally that shit happened to. Like
That
I
shit
seen
don't make
somebody do
sense.
their whole shit because they supported Trump. There was somebody here in Detroit, hip hop on the scene and shit, and he supported Trump. He got banned. Like they came at him so hard, dog. I
Yeah, that's
told him it
just
was just bad timing what he said and shit, dog. I was like, it was the wrong time. It was while those protests were going on and all that shit.
Mm.
So I was like, dog, I told him that too and shit. Like, dog, don't come out with that because I don't get into the politics. 'Cause I don't give a fuck about Biden. I don't give a fuck about Trump. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck
I
about
told you
none of them
I
motherfuckers.
like RFK Jr. Man, he my dude. Third party man.
Anybody, yeah, I fuck with him. He came here to Detroit, was fucking with Bezel, but I don't vote, so I guess it really don't matter because it ain't gonna unless somebody from China or Russia or some shit takes my name and uses it as a vote and shit. You know them hackers and shit. That's
Yeah,
why they
yeah,
said they're
yeah,
trying to shut TikTok down. They don't. China's got access to all them people that are
yeah.
monetized, all
That's why
their
I told you.
info.
Everybody from TikTok's gonna be coming over here to do the shorts over here. It's already happening. It's already
Yeah,
happening.
it is. No, I
That's
see
why
it even
YouTube
with
blowing up.
once the kids start doing it, that's when it's gonna happen. And I see the little kids starting to do it too, come over to YouTube making shorts like my grandkid, my granddaughters, they got YouTube shorts. They used to always be on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, and shit and fucking now they're on YouTube making short shit, like little dancing and shit, stupid shit, little kid shit.
Yeah, man. I
But they be
told you in
clowning and
China
shit.
they be playing the violin and shit, showing people doing math, and over here they show fucking like people dressed up as something they're not and pretend. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And they're like, yeah, this is what you should be when you grow up. You know, an elephant. You know, or what? Allegedly. Yo, we should make a compilation, a compilation of me saying allegedly. Like, I think that
No,
shit's
all you
funny.
gotta do is put a
Allegedly.
disclaimer. You can make a disclaimer and shit, put it at the beginning of the video. That's what a lot of people do. My boy, shout out Panda Chop. That's what he does. Like before shit starts, there's a disclaimer and shit. And it's like it protects you from anything and shit. Like as far as that
Yeah,
goes.
that's what I get scared about, man. It's like
Yeah.
I've been like, I think YouTube gives you a more breathing room than Facebook, man. I got that
Oh
shadow ban on
yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah, no doubt. I get fucking thrown in Facebook jail constantly, dog. They be like, you can't comment or you can't do this, you can't share, you can't do this for 6 more days or some shit. Like what the fuck? Like what the
Yeah,
fuck
didn't
did
you
I
see?
do?
I said something about a tattoo, and they said that I can't
Yeah.
talk. Like I said, like yo, I would like to get that as a tattoo. Like this goes against community guidelines. I'm like, what? Like talking about a tattoo? Like that's how crazy they got me. That's because of Talib, yo. Thank you, Talib.
Yeah. Shout out to
I've been
Tyler.
I'll be looking at his tour dates, man. I don't know why he's not coming to Philadelphia. He needs to come back here, yo.
Yeah, I know he ain't coming here, dog. I already know that. But that's why Vicious said he was just gonna drop a diss track. If he thought he was coming here, he'd have waited and shit. But he knows he ain't gonna see him. Like his Dave Chappelle be coming through here all the time. Never with Talib though. And they're supposed to be
No.
home.
Yeah, I seen videos of Chappelle hanging out Eminem. Did you see that
Yeah,
shit? And
Glory to
Talib was
God.
mad about it. He was mad about
Yeah,
that
Glory
shit.
to 5'9" was with him. Con artist from D12. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
funny.
Talib thought that Vicious was gonna that Royce was gonna take his back over his own brothers. That was retarded, dog. Like I don't know what the fuck he was thinking about that. Like he was like, I'm gonna hit up Royce. Royce is gonna fix everything, and he's gonna make you all apologize. Man, you got shit fucked up. Shout out to Royce the 5'9", but he thought he was
Hell
gonna
yeah.
turn his brother and shit. Hell no. For Talib, nah, he ain't turning on his family.
You know, Talib's a clown, man. That's why I keep saying, like, there's a lot of people out there that, like, they just, they don't get checked. Some people need to be checked, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was just able to get away with calling everybody Nazis and because his brother worked at Meta, and that shit's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I heard he's fired now. He got the boot. Got the boot about it matter and shit. He was playing that was probably because of Talib and shit. Talib probably got his ass fired and shit.
Probably. Like, yeah, you
Yeah,
agree with this.
and shit. He was fucking with too many people and big places. And shit, it started getting too many big names. Started getting involved too.
I told
Anybody
you,
that disagreed with him.
I reported him like right before he got banned. Like he reported me, then I reported him back. Like fuck this, I'm reporting him back. And then after I did that, his count was gone. I'm like, oh shit, did I just get Talib banned? And everyone's like, I've heard
Never
comment,
hear.
I mean,
Chestermcfly got
consequence.
Talib taken down.
Yeah.
Breaking news. You better be careful with that, because Talib probably be watching you, though. I'm telling you, he's all fucking.
Oh, he
Uh,
always be watching me. I got
yeah,
banned on Facebook after me and Blantonio did a fucking live about it, man. Like we were talking
uh,
about. Next thing you know, I'm banned on Facebook. Remember that shit?
he
And
blocked,
Instagram.
he blocked me on Facebook. But then he didn't. For some reason, he didn't block the Hood Smoker podcast. But when I go on his page, I can't comment. I can like shit, react to it, but I can't comment. But I've seen that he still got that video up of Telefib Kuala and shit.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, my videos and Blantonio's videos come up, and the Hood Smokers video come up on Facebook and Instagram. I mean, Facebook and YouTube and shit. When you type in hashtag Talib Kweli.
Yeah, that's funny, though.
Yeah,
He was nice.
Talib and Mos Dress were at Diddy parties, man.
Yeah, we did most dressed one and shit. We did
I
a little
told you
bit.
he fucking was at Diddy parties when he was like the number one rapper in New York, and then
That's
next
fun.
thing you know, he disappears, and
Yeah,
nobody thinks that's weird.
he was like starting to play in movies. I say a lot of these actors and shit, like
Yeah, like
Hollywood.
that movie about the video store. You know what I'm talking about? He did with Jack Black. I like that movie actually.
Oh, yeah. So, what the fuck was not Silent Bob? Jack
Forget
Black.
what it was called. Yeah, he did a movie with Jack Black about Be Kind Rewind. Be Kind
Okay,
Rewind. That it was actually a pretty dope movie.
yeah.
I'm sweating my
No,
ass
yeah,
off.
he did. He was in a couple movies. I seen him in some gangster shit, like fucking who play from like gangster roles, most definitely. I want to say he wasn't he in Smoking Ace. Uh, maybe not Smoking Ace. I'm not sure. I seen him in something that where he was like a shooter and shit.
Common was in Smoking
Oh yeah,
Aces.
Tommy over Smoking. He's the conscious rapper. Shout out to conscious rappers. I ain't dissing the conscious rappers.
No hell no. I love conscious hip hop. Hands
No,
on your
Common's
knees.
dope, bro. I
Yeah.
think
Shake
Common's
that
dope.
ass.
Yeah. Jay Ghost, you ever you up on Jay Ghost? He got into it with Tylee and shit. We had him as a guest. He's a rapper from Detroit. Actually, we got up on him because of Panda Chop and shit. Panda Chop was a fan of his. Jay Ghost, the conscious, but he's
Hmm.
dope as shit. But he got into it with Tylee, and he's another a conscious rapper from Detroit and shit.
Yeah.
But he's doing it pretty big. I mean, Panda Chop's out in L.A. and you want to get us up on him and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, man. Y'all be doing good. That's what I'm saying. You about to be monetized. I know that. I know that. You guys are on the
We
fucking cusp.
hoping by the end of the month we for monetized though. We should be. We got
I
like
hope
I
you
think
are.
I know it's right at that fucking like a half a millimeter away from being
That's what
all
happened to
blue.
me, yo. But that's what happened to me. And then I don't know if you know. I think I was telling you about it. Like I surpassed it, and then like for 1 week, it was all the lines were filled up and nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden, on my way back home from Atlantic City, it's like you're monetized now. I'm like, holy shit! So like it just happened like that for me. You know what I mean?
That's
So
dope.
you guys are right there. The same thing that happened to me, I see it happening for y'all, man. I'm really happy for y'all.
No, appreciate that, dog. Yeah. No, but we never really did it for the monetization because we knew because of our content. So that's why we got sponsors and shit, but we're still looking for sponsors. They gotta keep bringing dope guests. I mean, we tell people they can, but once we get monetized, yeah, we can get that super chat
Yeah,
and shit like
yeah.
that.
I'm still learning about that shit. I have all that, but I don't get enough. I don't have enough people in the comments where they want to like make sure we read it. You know what I mean? That's the issue. Y'all had that the other day. Y'all had that shit. Oh shit.
You should have seen this morning when I went live, dog. That shit was slapping. I was going, the chat was going. I went live at like 4 something in the morning and shit, dog. Fucking smoked a blunt and shit, fucking. And that shit was
That was
going crazy, dog. There was no mods in there. I had no moderators in there at all and shit. And it wasn't all trolls though. I was getting love from like Scotland and
Oh
Denmark
wait,
and
hold on one sec. All right, hold on. You going what? Poo poo or pee pee? Okay, all right. I got you. She's so cute. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure she's good.
Shit, I got 20 something new subscribers off this live I went on this morning at like 4 something this morning. I was like,
Yeah, yo,
buddy,
certain hours, like you get more views and more subscribers. I
yeah,
think.
it seems like it was more people from overseas in the chat. There was somebody from Dallas because I remember I shouted out DOC and I was getting love. There was somebody from LA in there too and shit, but I know they're 3 hours behind in LA. So it was like 1 something in the morning for them and shit. So that ain't shit, that's still drinking hours and shit.
Yeah,
So people still out on the West Coast. And that's what I think it was, mostly people from the West Coast and from like Europe and places like that, because they were like checking in from Scotland and Denmark and shit like that. And they were showing love though. And when I got off, I seen it said I had I forgot what the peak chat was, but I mean it didn't stop. It was getting to the point where I couldn't keep up with the chat, what people were saying and shit though. I couldn't keep up with it. It was going, and it wasn't. That's what I mean. It wasn't all trolls. There was only a
I,
couple trolls. Shit,
I need
them
money
fuck
too. Give me some money, crypto.
for real. Crypto said he needs some money. Shit, you crypto mania, you should be paid.
Yeah, you the
Crypto,
one should be teaching us about some secret
yeah.
dog coin that we don't know
Right.
about.
Get up on Beats Coins. That's BEATZCOIN. They broke us off.
Yeah,
Nice
I I
video
need a
for me.
Bitcoin too.
Yeah, you can make your own Bitcoin and shit. Shit, we did a yeah, when I was with KDT, we got paid to shoot a video. We got paid to shoot the video. They sent us shirts and shit, had shirts made. They had paid for the video shoot, paid us for this track to do for this cryptocurrency company called Beats Coin. They had some other company called VibraVid, which was kind of like another YouTube. They were trying to change the game on YouTube where they played music and videos, and it was a little different,
Oh, shit.
but it
I'll
never
help you.
really
Hold
caught
on.
on.
Hold on. Stay there. Stay there. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I might have to end this live. Actually, my daughter is went potty, so I probably got to end this.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, no doubt. Make sure you check out Jay Gutter on the Hood Smoker podcast tomorrow night. We go live with Champ Town, Detroit legend, Cinco de Mayo, like Blatonio said, Cinco de Drinko. Shout out Chestermcfly, Philly, Detroit. Much love. Salute. Peace.
Thank you. Peace. Sorry, man.
All right, dog. I'll holler at you, bro.
All right. Peace. I got you.